original. In my day, the most that a YouTuber or influencer would be able to reach was getting a YouTube original, and that was the cutoff. YouTube Rewind, that was the cutoff. They weren't the ambassadors of this, and that. They weren't doing all these things. There was the top of the food chain was YouTube Original, thumbnail of YouTube Rewind, and maybe a book. Actually, you know what? New York Times bestseller book. But they would not leave the space of those three successes. Now they're just fucking everywhere. We used to have a system that would work for everyone. And now things are just changing too fast. I knew things were going astray from the system when James Charles was invited to the Met Gala. That turned everything upside down. You know, like in a movie, when like... when a character goes back in time to...
I don't know how some of y'all be making TikToks in front of the camera and acting like this. Like, at a point, it becomes damn near a skill how you can literally talk to a camera. You being the only person in the room and act like it's your friend. And you know what I just realized? I'm literally doing that right now. So I shouldn't be talking. Shouldn't be talking.
To fix something, and then like the wizard is like, hold on, you did something. A new timeline is opening up. That's literally what happened when James Charles went to the Met Gala, and now we're fucking here.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I did not know that was the twist that video was gonna take. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not know that was the twist of the video, was her complaining about YouTubers getting more opportunity. What the hell? What are we doing? What are we doing? She is right though. That does bring me back to the good old days where being a peak YouTuber was just being at the peak of YouTube. And that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, making it to YouTube Rewind was a big deal, right? Making it to the thumbnail was a bigger deal. Making it to the homepage was a bigger deal. All of these different things. But now the bar is definitely raised. As she mentioned, James Charles making this to the Met Gala was a big one. We have, you know, Kai Cenat showing up on Jimmy Fallon now, being invited to the Grammys, Speed, you know, being on CBS and all these different things. We're definitely living in a different era now. And I will say, as much complaining as she's doing, I do kind of sympathize with her in a sense of like, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like when you start listening to an underground artist and then they don't become underground anymore. So now the music just don't hit different. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all a personal story, chat. I was onto Ayo and Teo before everyone else, okay? This has always been my claim to fame. Before Rolex came out, I was there when they were dancing to Memo by Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? I was there for the first reverse, right? But as soon as they became mainstream, it was on some, they ain't really that cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like when certain things become too mainstream, it just becomes too much. You know? So I definitely feel like even in this last, like even with streamers now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been really, really into streamer culture over the last 2 to 3 years. It has been so fun to see the rise of a Kai Cenat, a Agent 00 in the streaming space. I know he was already big beforehand. You know, watching Bruce, watching Rage, watching, you know, even more recently, the FaZe dudes, seeing them blow up. You know, Jason, before he even was on FaZe, I was already tapped into Jason. You know what I'm saying? Max. Knowing about Max, knowing about Silky, knowing about these different streamers. But I'm going to be honest with you, this year specifically, with the mainstream push that all of them have been getting. Because I'm not going to lie, they're like all of these events are inviting damn near the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're reaching out to streamers en masse, they're reaching out to AMP, they're reaching out to FaZe, they're trying to get one of the Sidemen dudes, they're trying to get fucking Drewski on there or Sketches. Literally the same fucking people every single time. They're reaching out to send them. But I haven't been as involved. I haven't been as invested as they've been more mainstream. And I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if that's some hating shit. But I guess it's this like loss of authenticity in these creators. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because when creators level up and reach a next level, they become less and less relatable, right? So what I mean by this is a lot of your favorite content creators, they started off being just like me and you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your content creators did not start doing this full time. A lot of your content creators had regular jobs. A lot of your content creators were in school. A lot of your content creators were doing content part-time, right? So their IRL videos is them just chilling with their friends. You know? Their IRL videos were some relatable shit. Them just going out, being regular motherfuckers in public, not getting a crowd, this, that, and the third. But as a creator levels up, the things that they do just become less relatable. You know what I'm saying? It was mad relatable to a lot of people watching Kai when he was streaming from that apartment in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But now that every single stream is a spectacle, now that every single stream involves A-list celebrities, now that he is an A-list celebrity, I just feel like for your core fan base, it becomes hard for them to relate to you. And I think your audience just kind of like, you know, evolves. You know what I'm saying? Is that natural? Probably. Is that natural? Probably. But I also say I wouldn't be on some like, you suck now type of timing. I definitely wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? And I think overall, this is overall a good thing for the content creator landscape, all of this going on. Because while, yes, it was fun to reminisce in the good old days, while, yes, it was fun, it was cool, it was relatable, all these different things, I do think all of these different level ups are adding more credibility to the space. You know what I'm saying? As good as those times were back then, that was also the time when the content creator wasn't taken serious. You know what I'm saying? Those were times when, and there's still a stigma, but you know, there was a time where being a content creator, being a streamer had a stigma to it. You know what I'm saying? You a lame, you know, you can't make it in Hollywood. You can't, you know, sit with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are YouTubers doing here? What the fuck are TikTokers doing here? But now that those lines are being blurred every single day, I think ultimately that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. Maybe not whatsoever, but overall it's a net positive in the space. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that, you know, a platform like Call Her Daddy is even able to get the fucking president to come on. Like, even though those talks are even being had. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So it just comes with the territory. And I think as the bar raises for what a successful content creator is, it's just the less relatable they become. I think that's the lesson of the day. Nah, it shouldn't be a lesson for a lot of y'all, but there's some pros and cons that come with that we just got to realize. We just got to realize.